guys, welcome back to the final part of my F1 Breaking Point walkthrough on this game. We've picked up off where Casper's about to, he's basically announced his retirement in Formula 1. Sounds familiar, Kimi Räikkönen. And what he's wanting to help Aiden Jackson to potentially get that Mercedes seat. So we're just going to carry on. We've already seen all that from the previous video. Let's just get on. We're in Russia now. Oh great. What a great place to go. Who's phoning? Oh, Brian.
Brian.
Cass, can you head back to the data center quickly?
What's the issue?
The team are just finishing up going over the data from P3. They want to confirm some aspects of the tyre strategy with you.
It's a bit late for that, isn't it?
We won't do anything you're not comfortable with.
Okay, let me just finish up here.
We'll be waiting, whenever you're ready.
Thanks, Brian.
Alright, let's go. Mid-race. Right.
Casper, we think you can push for the fastest lap.
Not now.
Yep, we're in a strong position. See what you can do.
No problem.
Yeah, but I need to get in the top 10 as well. Currently 12.
Green flag.
I mean, no. Oh, I just realised Kimi's not even in this. So basically, Casper is Kimi. To be fair, Sochi was a shit track, but racing it on like sim racing wasn't that bad. Watching F1
There's 4
in
laps of fuel
Russia
remaining.
was just shit, but racing it wasn't that bad, because especially online racing. Because 2021, no 2022, Sochi that was going to be the last Grand Prix ever in Russia. Well, not ever in Russia, but in Sochi, because they were going to move it up to Moscow, an actual racetrack. This is kind of a street circuit. Hit lunge. It's alright. Oh. Of the Russian Grand Prix. I used to always fail this. I still sort of do. Oh. Oh, I got one there. Daniel. Going to McGrenna kind
Good
of
job.
ruined his
That was the
career.
fastest lap of the race so far.
Everyone thought him going to McLaren might have redeemed it, but the car, he wasn't suited to the car. The team got into AlphaTauri maybe mid-season and Reese doesn't pick up, doesn't do anything. You also see Logan's Sargent being dropped. Oh god, I did not mean to do that. Mid-season as well, but I don't think they'll keep him because of his American connections, and also they've got like 3 US Grand Prix this year, so funding as well will help. They'll use probably F1 will try and keep him in. Also Williams will try and get like more attention, especially when it comes to those 3 Grand Prix, because they've got that American driver. I don't know. Williams are just going to be a back market team for probably the next 5 years until they fully sort themselves out. Mercedes will be lucky. I don't know why I mentioned Mercedes, but they're also a team what probably won't be a competitive team until probably mid-season next year. I think they'll win like maybe 1 or 2 races this year, but the highest they'll finish is 2nd in this championship, and they'll finish 3rd though. And it's probably better for them to finish 3rd and 2nd because of the advantages of finishing 3rd. Yeah, they'll probably go for the more money, but they'll have more like tunnel time. That's if they haven't broken any salary caps. Like they'll could be coming out soon. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully Red Bull haven't done the same that they did last year, blame on catering. I think there'll be like 2 teams who have probably gone over this again. I think Williams might not be one, it'll probably be like... I think Aston Martin might be a one, I don't know why. But,
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
if I remember correctly, this was the Olympic Park. Wasn't the Olympics in... I can't remember what the... Oh no! It wasn't gonna... I know, this is... Sochi, where the Olympics was held. Yeah.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
And what was meant to be this year was meant to be obviously a Russian Grand Prix was meant to be held this year as well, but obviously for certain reasons they're not allowed to have a race or well they could have a I think they will probably end up with a Russian driver again one day, but no good Russian drivers, so especially with Russia, they're just recruiting everyone to do national service. Well, they're just a shit country. The country itself, like, I would not mind going to Russia, but it's just the people and that, and how scary it is to go. You don't know how you'll be treated when you're there. Going towards the end of this 13th chapter. 17 chapters. We can have a Russian. Gonna make the lunge. Gotta stay away from him, he just punches people if he don't get his own way. On the final corner. Set the checker flag.
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
That's quite some achievement for Aston Martin's Casper Ackermann, getting the fastest lap and...
Yeah, it's not often you see any team outside
It's time to present the top drivers with their trophies for
Just skip that crap. We don't need to know. Oh.
Brian,
Cass, meant to say, nice work on that fastest lap. That's a welcome point, wouldn't you say?
yeah, the team did well.
Well, you drove the thing, Cass. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Look, there are rumours you'll try and wriggle out of the team dinner tomorrow. Put my mind at rest, would you?
I'm coming to the team dinner, Brian.
Beautiful place we booked. Reason to celebrate. You're gonna love it. Is Zoe still coming?
Yeah, she wouldn't miss it.
Terrific. Wonderful. Are you excited, Cass? Tell me you're excited.
I'm certainly attending.
Small victories, I suppose. We'll see you there.
Thanks, Brian.
Oh, okay, let's go on to the next chapter, chapter 13. This is the following evening, the team dinner.
I'd like to congratulate you all on a superb performance so far. There's still a lot of work to do, but give yourselves a round of applause. You've been wonderful. Well, I'm sure you've all heard by now, but, well, this will be Casper's last season as an F1 driver. And if you get the chance, then please do your very best to change his mind. I'm only kidding, Casper. You will be missed. Anyway, I'll stop talking for once. Have a wonderful evening, and let's push for fourth.
But I've been winning.
Look, I know how this works. I've been around long enough. I'm just saying, you have a future here. I've seen a lot of drivers come and go in my time, but you're special, Aiden. You've got the makings of a true great. I mean it. Casper!
Hey.
Where's Zoe?
Oh, she's around somewhere. She loves these things.
Oh, and you don't? Mind if we join you?
I'll be my guest.
Come on, Aiden. Sit. Why didn't it work out between you two?
Brian, I'd rather not discuss.
I don't care what you'd rather, Aiden. Casper's leaving us, and I know that your agent has been talking to other teams. This could be the last chance the three of us get to chat like this. Who knows? We may not even see each other again after Abu Dhabi. So come on. What's the deal?
Listen, I just want to have a nice evening.
He's on more money than me.
What?
Ah, hence the frosty reception.
Everybody started talking about my age. Just wanted to prove myself. Prove that I was better than the next flavor of the month. This was not about you, Aiden. I don't know.
What about you?
He didn't want me on the team.
Didn't I?
You wanted Ricardo instead.
And you thought I was past my best.
What? But that's not true. You're having an amazing season.
Could you
Excuse me.
verify that number for me?
That's right?
And that's the contracted amount, yes?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we show him? You two are a couple of chumps, do you know that? And you should know better.
I don't understand.
No, but he does. It would be funny if it wasn't so tragic. I wonder how many points all this has cost us. Well, I'll leave you to it. You can apologise to me later.
I don't understand.
I'm an idiot.
Why?
Paddock gossip.
So none of this is true?
There's always gossip in the paddock. And ever since he's arrived, there's been one man at the center of it all.
Who?
The man who told me pre-season last year that you signed a better deal. The man who said you thought that I was too old. And that would be the same man who told you I didn't want you signed.
Butler?
And I believed him. How could I be so stupid?
You're not stupid, Casper.
I didn't think he had this in him.
Why would he bother?
Look at all the mess he's caused. The crash last year, the fight in Canada. And how much easier has he had it because of all of that?
What can we do?
Beat him.
Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Here we go. Wait, that was the chapter. Jesus.
Hey,
Hey,
how are you finding it out there today?
Tough. We're overheating the tires a little through the S's.
Yeah, happens. Do you mind if I join you for a moment?
Please.
They want us to push for fourth.
You think Alfa Romeo catchable?
Maybe. Butler's having a good season, though. He claims he's been approached by Mercedes.
I heard. He is the more experienced driver. I think the seat goes to him.
You said it had always been your dream to drive for them. Is that true?
Yeah. It is.
Okay, I'm going to give you space out there. I'm sorry I didn't do that before.
I'm sorry too.
I want us to push for fourth. I want us to beat Butler. And I want that seat to go to you.
Thanks, Casper. I don't know how we make that happen, but thanks.
Well, we work together. Help each other out, that's all we can do.
Then let's do that.
Yeah. We've adjusted the camber. Seems to help manage the tire temperatures a bit better.
Yeah?
I'll get them to share my setup data with you. Just see how it feels out there.
Thank you, Casper.
Truce.
Truce.
That's the latest.
A bit of spacious paddock, like garage, than you'd see in real life.
Aiden.
Casper, hey, have you got a moment?
Yeah, of course.
That camber adjustment really helped. I guess I just wanted to thank you.
Not a problem. Those tires in a better range now?
Much more manageable. Thanks.
Well, those milliseconds all add up.
Brian says we can catch Alfa Romeo.
Brian says a lot of things. Just focus on the next race.
Thanks, Casper.
I'll see you trackside.
Well, Brian's a bit of a dick sometimes. I don't know why I keep claiming these XP, because I've completed the podium pass. And it's 2 years old, this game now. Well, going to be 2 years old. We're going to the mid-race, so let's see what happens.
We're seeing both Butler and Giovinazzi's lap times increasing.
I still have time to catch them.
Roger, we're on fresher tyres than they are. Push, push. Let's put the pressure on.
Yeah, copy.
Suzuka is an amazing track. Just as first sector gets from the Ferrari.
Giovinazzi should be close now. Let's push.
He's close. That they're only going to get 1 point. That's not good. Got one. I'd love to see that like a straight, like a fast right-hander or fast
That was
turn.
the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Alonso's just pulled out in front of me. Going around him. Like that.
You should be seeing Butler soon. Let's keep it clean, please, Cass.
Oh my god, this guy.
Aiden is in the pits. Aiden in the pits. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Gap to teammate behind is 16.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 11th. The time last lap was a 2:2.2. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Jesus,
We have
that's
2
snap.
laps of fuel remaining.
Ain't it? Oh my god, did not mean to do that.
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
Did not mean to do that.
This is your final lap of the race. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 10th. The time last lap was a 1:41.0.
Only if you could see the championship standings in this, like, that was the only issue. I really wish you could see, like, the points. Because we're fighting for fourth, but how many points off are we? Are we like 30, 40? No, it's a big ask, but I still got what I see in the next part 2 of this story mode. I know it goes off race results, but I want to know. You can see the standings and that. And this one follows the 2020 season and 2021 season, but obviously it's its own universe. And the next part will be the 2022 to 2023 season.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing. Well done.
A victory for Aston Martin. The team will certainly be celebrating tonight. Aston Martin continue to put the pressure on Alfa Romeo. That gap might still be a little too big to close, but for Aston Martin, it's very much game on.
Yeah, when I think back even just a couple of months, Crofty, I didn't have Aston Martin pegged to be competing with Alfa Romeo. Both Jackson and Ackerman performing at their absolute best out there today.
Well, they certainly were, and no sign of any disputes on or off track between the pair of them. Might they have put their differences behind them?
Damn.
I can see them on...
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Congratulations, Casper. Incredible podium finish out there. Some are questioning whether you should be retiring at all.
Well, I appreciate those comments, but I couldn't be happier with my decision to retire. I haven't had a patch of form quite like this for a couple of seasons now, so it's the perfect time to feel everything coming together. I wanted to finish on a high, and hopefully I can continue to do that.
The fastest lap again, Casper. How do you keep doing it?
Yeah, I think I'm driving with a bit more aggression than I have been in previous seasons, and that's really paying off right now. Everything came together in that lap for me. I managed to get enough pace and time it just right. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad I was able to pick up that extra point.
Those points bring you a little bit closer to Alfa Romeo. Is that something you're particularly focused on during the race?
How other drivers perform is outside of my control, so it's not really about beating Alfa Romeo or any other team during the race. We want to finish as high as possible, of course, but I like to keep focused on my own driving and let the standings take care of themselves.
We asked Devin Butler a similar question. He said, and I quote, "Aston Martin are a bit of a shambles. I don't think they're catching us anytime soon." What's your response to that?
Sounds to me like the words of a man running scared.
Great. Well, that's everything.
We're in the United States, so no.
Zoe.
Daddy!
Hey, Lils.
Mommy says you're in America where the cowboys live.
Yeah, Daddy's in America.
Are you racing with cowboys, Daddy?
One or two. Hey, who's your favorite racing driver, Lils?
You are.
Just checking. Love you.
Love you, Daddy.
Hey, can I speak to Mum?
Bye.
Fellas! Sellout crowd this, ain't? Casper, I haven't seen you since you announced your retirement.
No.
Well, fair play to you, mate. Takes a brave man to admit he can't compete anymore. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying, you're a brave man. I'm paying you a compliment.
Now you're saying I can't compete?
Nah, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant some have said that, well, you're past your prime, that's all.
That won't work anymore, Devon.
Sorry, what won't work?
We know what you've been saying about us.
Oh, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
You know, I used to think you were just a gossip, Devon. Now I know you're a liar.
Oh, come on! You guys used to be so much more fun. Used to get into fights, take each other out of races. We all enjoyed that. Oh, yeah, you know, it was very entertaining. Now you just mope around bickering over who said what. It's a bit petty, to be honest, guys. Seriously, you're supposed to be role models.
Yeah, I won't argue with you, Devon. I won't win.
Yeah, you do seem to struggle a bit with winning, to be fair.
Yeah. And maybe you are right. Maybe I am past it. But he's not. And he's the better driver.
What, the rookie? He's only just got here. You do know the Mercedes seat is mine. The contract's as good as signed.
There's just one problem with that, Devon.
Huh? Enlighten me.
I don't believe a word you say anymore.
Tell him, mate.
Go on, Lando.
Mate?
I don't know who this seat's going to.
You tell him, Lando. You tell him.
Okay, Casper, you're doing great. Let's keep this up.
Is Butler ahead?
Butler, you're closing on him. No theatrics, please, Casper.
Yeah, understood.
Devon's currently in P9. Devon is directly ahead of you.
You're not meant to do that.
That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Cal just doesn't know what to turn.
You're closing in on Devon, Cass. Let's put the pressure on.
What level?
We're trailing our teammate by 19.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in first. The time last lap was a 1 minute 51.0. Aiden is coming in for his stop. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
The hell?
Great maneuver. You made it look easy. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. We're leading our teammate by 19.1 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 7th. The time last lap was a 2-minute 3.0.
Do I have a rival?
You haven't declared a rival yet, so I can't give you updates.
I would have thought it will automatically be like one of the Alfa Romeo drivers.
We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
The ultimate lap of the American Grand Prix. Here at Kota.
This is your final lap of the race. There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
As we're doing the stream, if you're watching this on Twitch, F123 is installing. I didn't know that the pre-installation started today. I thought it would have been probably next week or on the weekend or Friday. But a whole week, because I've got the deluxe edition, so I get 3 days early access. Yeah,
You
it's
worked
Colin.
hard for that one. Congratulations.
Well, this season promises to end in quite the dramatic fashion. The tussle for the top continues, but in the midfield, Aston Martin very much closing the gap on Alfa Romeo.
Both teams have had a terrific season. Butler and Jackson rumoured to be in the running for that open Mercedes seat too. I can't wait to see how it all plays out.
If you're anything like us, you won't want the season to end, but end it must. From here on in, every second of every lap counts. What a riveting season it's been. Aston Martin's performance today has shown that they can be competitive.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. Yet another victory over rivals Alfa Romeo today.
Well, yes, and rightfully so, in my opinion. We've had our eye on fourth place for a while now, even when others have written us off. We're working tirelessly to make every second of every race count, and it's right that that's reflected in the standings. We know what we're capable of, and we know we can do it.
Your retirement grows ever closer, of course. Is that something you think about?
No, that doesn't really play into it. I've got a job to do, and I've got to remain focused. Every moment counts out there, and if I let my mind wander for even a moment, it might be the difference between fourth and fifth in the constructors. Now, off the track, it's a different story, but I try my best to keep distractions to a minimum.
Are you looking forward to your retirement? How will you spend it?
I'm not much of one for sitting still. I've got a couple of my own projects I've always wanted to pursue, and now I'm going to have the time to do that. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Appreciate your time.
Alright.
Aiden.
Casper, hey, we're closing in on Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, good race out there.
I think we can do it, Casper. I think it's on.
You know it's not going to be easy, right?
Well, the fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
That doesn't make any sense.
Of course it does. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just wanted to say congrats.
Yeah, you too. See ya.
Bye.
Brian.
The hell?
Casper, debrief has been put back 10 minutes, so you've got a little more time.
Okay, thanks.
Great race out there today. Who'd have thought we'd been pushing for fourth just a few months ago?
Yeah, well, you know what they say. The fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
Whoa, brilliant. I'll have to remember that one. That's inspiring is what that is. You keep fighting those fights, Casper. See you at the debrief.
Yeah. Bye, Brian.
Chapter 16.
Brian.
Casper! Cassie boy!
Cassie boy.
A big day today. Huge.
Yeah.
Last race of your career. How does it feel?
Well, I don't know. I guess I feel...
Oh, I'm so excited, let me tell you. I'm like a kid at Christmas.
I'm excited for my retirement.
Oh, you're gonna be great out there today. I can feel it in my bones. You're gonna be terrific. Just remember what I taught you.
And what was that exactly?
Hilarious. I sure will miss you, Cass. Let's go out with a bang, eh? Not literally. Right, I'll leave you to it. Be brilliant. Be wonderful. Good luck.
Okay, now.
The roar of the crowd can only really mean one thing. Race day has arrived here in Abu Dhabi.
Anyway, it's literally
time to
quiet,
join our
Crofty.
teams who are getting ready down on the grid. The Yas Marina circuit, just over 3.4 miles long with 21 corners and 2 very long back straights. There are 2 DRS zones going into the heavy braking zones of both turn 8 and turn 11 and offer plenty of potential for overtaking. The circuit comes with its fair share of tricky corners as well, in particular 15, 16 and 17, which will certainly test a driver's braking management. Aston Martin could still catch Alfa Romeo today, but it's a pretty tall order. And are you still surprised they are where they are?
I am, to be honest, yeah. When you look back at how they finished last season, the fight they had in Canada, the antagonism on and off track, these two really weren't getting on. I think a lot of people, myself included, had written them off.
Well, they've been nothing if not surprising, the Aston Martin pair. Of course, neither driver may be with them next season.
Yeah, it's Ackerman's last race today. I'll certainly be sorry to see him go. And they say Jackson and Mercedes